What is up, YouTube, and welcome back to another video on high altitude investing. In today's video, we are going to be talking about Litecoin, both in the smaller time frame as well as the bigger picture. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. All right, so we're starting off here on the 12-hour candlesticks. And first, we're going to do an Elliott wave count here on Litecoin. So the first thing that we see here is wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, and wave 5. Now, technically, this is a leading diagonal because we do have a rising wedge pattern forming inside of this Elliott wave structure. This is a classic leading diagonal followed by an expanded flat correction. So you can see wave A right here, wave B and wave C. This is the expanded flat, B going up above the top of wave 5 and the top of wave 0 here. That makes this an expanded flat correction. Here's a really good example of one right here. You have a 5-wave structure inside of a rising wedge. That forms wave 1. Then wave 2 happens. That's the expanded flat correction right here. And then we go in for a big wave 3. And you can see right here we have wave 1, wave 2, and now we're getting ready for big picture wave 3 to come out of this leading diagonal Elliott wave. So it should look something like this, where we have wave 1 right up here, wave 2 down here, and we're getting ready for our wave 3. And you can see the leading diagonal right here and our leading diagonal currently on Litecoin. So be ready for a big wave 3 coming here on the 12-hour time frame, and be expecting a nice reversal off of these lows and a big bullish move coming soon. Now, all of this is part of a bigger triangle that's forming on Litecoin. If we go to the daily, we have our resistance levels right here and our support levels coming up right here. So this is really a big triangle that Litecoin is consolidating in over the period of multiple months. We've been accumulating inside of this triangle. Now we're in the middle of the triangle right now, so be watching for a bullish breakout up through the top of this triangle. That will also lead to a lot of upside and also create that 3-wave that we were talking about based on our leading diagonal. So that would look like this: wave 1, wave 2, and then our 3-wave would be coming up out of this triangle, and it would be very bullish, not only because of the triangle, but also because 3 waves are typically very bullish. So be watching for a nice bullish breakout here on Litecoin based on this triangle, as well as the 3-wave coming based on that leading diagonal. Both of those things together leads me to believe that we will have a big bullish move coming very soon on this coin. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the bigger picture here on Litecoin. So from an Elliott wave perspective, we do have an ABC correction in the immediate Elliott wave count here for Litecoin. Now this ABC correction has seen a lot of sideways accumulation. After we formed that ABC correction, you can see the price of Litecoin has been going sideways for multiple years. So this is kind of a big trading zone down here for Litecoin. Once we break bullish out of this trading zone, it's going to be a big deal because we are going to see a lot more money flooding into this coin in a very short period of time, and we will likely go up and break above the old all-time high over here as we start to break out of this trading range. So based on this ABC correction, not only is Litecoin undervalued, but it's also been moving inside of a huge range, building momentum, being held down, held back for so long that once this thing breaks out of this range, we're going to see a lot of bullish action, a lot of excitement, and a lot of profitability on the upside for this coin. So I would say don't be afraid to buy Litecoin down here at $99. We're very undervalued in the bigger picture. We have a nice setup from the short term to the bigger picture. If we look at the bigger picture and compare it to NVIDIA, which is one of my favorite comparisons to look at here in the crypto world, comparing NVIDIA this stock NVIDIA to the cryptocurrencies is very useful. As you can see, we have NVIDIA over here on the right and Litecoin over here on the left. And when you're looking at these two charts, they look virtually identical. So even in the bigger picture, Litecoin looks super bullish, not only on the 12-hour and those smaller time frames that we were looking at, not only on the daily, but also here on the bigger time frames like the 3-week candlesticks, for example. You can see that Litecoin looks virtually identical to NVIDIA. So buying NVIDIA right here before it went parabolic into the moon, I see that as being very much like buying Litecoin right now. Buying NVIDIA back here in 2013 before it went parabolic into the moon, virtually the same in every single way as buying Litecoin right now. So I definitely see big things coming in the Litecoin market. Again, whether we're looking in the short term or the bigger picture, this thing looks like it's ready for some big moves, some very profitable, very exciting price action on the upside. It's been accumulating for a very long time. And as we start to break out, all of that accumulation is going to be released all at once. And it's going to be very exciting and very vertical. That's what I'm seeing in the charts. And that's what I see coming for this coin. Also, if you look at the total crypto market cap, we are still in a massive uptrend here on the total crypto market cap, which leads me to believe that we are going to have a lot more upside for crypto as a whole, which tells me that Litecoin is really inside of a big accumulation, because if it's been accumulating for that long and we still have a lot more juice left in crypto, imagine how big the pump on Litecoin is going to be as it starts to break out of that accumulation and go to the moon along with the total crypto market cap. And if you look at the total crypto market cap over here on the left and Apple over here on the right, you can see early on in the Apple uptrend, it was very similar to the total crypto market cap right now. Very similar chart, very similar structure, increasing volume, increasing price early on for the Apple uptrend. Then if you look and see what happened to Apple after it did this structure, the bullishness that came in this market was absolutely insane. And I see something very similar coming for crypto, a big bullish move, very profitable, very vertical, very sustained. As we are more mass adopted with this technology, I believe it's going to grow significantly. And I see Litecoin as being one of those coins that's been accumulating for a very long time. And as crypto breaks out and gets mass adopted, Litecoin is definitely going to play a role in that mass adoption. So yeah, I see big things coming for both crypto as a whole and for Litecoin. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure that you share it with your friends. Also, make sure you check out the one-on-one coaching, link in the description box below, and apply for one-on-one coaching. I'd love to have you part of the team and start coaching you personally so you can start making money in these markets easily. It can feel hard to make money in these markets sometimes. You can feel thrown around, but if you have the tools that you need, it can be very easy to make money consistently and easily in the crypto markets. So make sure you guys apply for one-on-one coaching. I love you. I appreciate you. I look forward to seeing you guys in future videos. And as always, stay profitable out there.